In this tutorial video, we're going to see how to use equality and relational operators in Java. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, what are these operators? Well, these operators let you test and compare, in our case, just to simplify things, variables between each other in something that we will see later, but is called a conditional statement. So this is a list of all of the available equality and relational operators in Java. Now, as you can see, the majority of them will probably seem familiar to you, especially these last four ones here. And that's because they're the same operators that you would see in mathematics. Now, the two at the top here you probably haven't seen, so we'll start with them. The first one is equals equals. Now, this lets you test if, for example, as you can see, if we had two variables x and y, and we wanted to compare both of them between each other to see if they were equal. What we would do is type x equals y. Now you're probably wondering, why can't we just type x equals y? Now that's because if we did that, if we typed x equals y, we would be assigning x the value of y. And now we don't want to do that. We want to compare x and y. So that's why we have to type equals equals. So that's a very important syntax rule in Java. The next operator is exclamation mark equals, and this means not equal to. So again, we would be determining if x is not equal to y. And then the next four are self-explanatory: greater than, x greater than y, x greater than or equal to y, x less than y, x less than or equal to y. So in the next step, we're going to try and apply all of these operators in a program. So meet me in the next step. So now that we've seen the different types of equality and relational operators, let's try and apply them to a program to see exactly how they work. So let's start off by creating, let's say, two variables, x and y. And then let's assign some values to them. So x equals 4, and then let's say x equals 5. Now let's start off by typing, don't worry, I'll explain briefly what this is, what this means. If x equals y, system dot out dot println x is equal to y. Like so. So you're probably wondering, what have I typed here? Well, if you remember briefly in the first step, I said that these kind of operators are used in something that is called a conditional statement. Now, I'm not going to explain what a conditional statement is in this video. That will be done in a couple more videos down the line. But it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically letting me write a condition. So if x is equal to y, and remember 2 times equals, otherwise I'd be assigning the value of y to x. If x is equal to y, then I want to print out a message. I want the computer to display this message: x is equal to y. So let's try another operator. So if x is not equal to y this time, then again the same principle. Let's type out this system.out.println. I want to type x is not equal to y. So let's try two more. If x is greater than y, then system.out.println, and I want to display x is greater than y. And then let's do a last one. If x is less than y, system.out.println x is less than y. So let's see if this works. So click on run at the top. And as you can see, since x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5, it has executed each condition to see which condition is true and which condition is false. So it's given back to us the result, x is not equal to y, and x is less than y. Excuse me. So both conditions which are true, which are correct. So that's how you use equality and relational operators in conditional statements.